So I'm here to pick up my daughter, and I forgot that Tuesdays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays she have after school. So they got a whole bunch of perps out here, and they're looking at me, looking up at the color signs, the color things on top there. So yeah, right, again, trying to, and also try to send me subliminal message about my disability. Right? Yeah, I got another perp. Look. He hanging out of the school. Yeah, don't look at me, bro. I'm looking at you too. And I got you on camera. They're funny as shit. Like I said, that whole notion of, because you talk about your targeting, yeah, because I'm figuring this shit out. What was done to me. Okay? Not just the use of technology for mind control, but psychological manipulation. Right? So again, how do you prevent when these criminals create these programs? And trust me, they are criminals. Just because they work in government doesn't mean that they're not criminals, okay? Why do you think they obtain those positions? Why? So they can do shit like this, violate your rights, right? Do all sorts of experimentation with no accountability, right? So people who do stuff like that, yeah, you can look at the license plate. What's the license plate of this car? What is it? HTB 8889. They staring at me and staring at the license plate of that car. And here we go again. So putting the hands behind the back, right? As if, they're being handcuffed, right? Because it's what used to happen to me. And again, I'm going to explain it. Early on in my targeting, right? I would come home sometimes and there would be police officers. Yeah, got a hand signal. There would be a police officer with a black guy in handcuffs. It's always a black guy, right? It's always a black guy in handcuffs, facing the direction that I'm walking towards. And as I got closer, the officer would turn the guy in handcuff around so I could see that he's in handcuff. But I didn't understand what was going on. But now, it doesn't faze me, because now when they do it, I don't see the black guy in handcuffs. I see the white racist cops in handcuffs. Okay? Noise campaign. When they can't use the sirens, they can't use the fire trucks, what they'll do? What will they do? They'll use car alarms. Right? So again, this is what they'll do, right? In an attempt to silence you, because again, they don't want to be held. Yeah. Oh, you did the. Oh, she did the peace sign, and she stuck her tongue out at me. Yeah. Oh, look at her, white lady, look, she pissed off, look at this fool, look at this fool. Yeah, you crazy. Yep, so what is that? Look, the three hands. So they're looking at my shoes, yes. And they're looking at the dude with the gray sweater. Again, like I said, I can't wait to see them in handcuffs. Can't wait to see them in handcuffs. Doing the perp walk. Walking down the street, so parade so people can see them. Because they are a bunch of criminals. There's no mistake in that, that's for sure. Finger. Uh-oh, here we go again. Yeah, YPD. There's the traffic though. See, what they don't understand is they've created that warrior mentality within me. I'm one person that's going to be able to look them in the face. All right? With no fear. Yeah. Stand up there, lady. Your crazy ass self. Waiting at the corner to target me. I should tell you how crazy these people are. How insane they are. Right? Now they can get others to target you. And the minute you fight back, oh, you're the bad guy. Oh, you're this and that. You're a bunch of criminals. That's what they are, criminals. And I'll probably say it to their face. Alright, I will proudly say it to their face. With no hesitation. Because what this is about, it's about dominating you. It's about their exerting their will onto you and thinking that you're gonna just cower. You know, in the beginning of our targeting, we didn't know what's going on. So when you're ignorant to this stuff, that shit is scary. You know, I keep saying, you know, how early on in my targeting, I used to get these heavy vibrations. All right. I'm walking, you know, and I feel this vibration. I'm on my waist. But hand signal, yeah, and to try to mask it. Try to mask the hand signal. Anyway, yeah, I was feeling this very, very strong vibrations. And I'm grabbing on my waist, you know, look, you know, my phone. And I'm like, hold up. My phone is in my pocket. Right, in my jacket pocket. It's not on my waist. Why am I feeling these vibrations? And again, you don't, you know, because I didn't know. Until I started studying about vibration acoustical weapons, such as bone conduction. You know, people think bone conduction technology is new. It is not new. Okay? They can transmit sound, right, through acoustically through frequency in which vibrates your bones. Right? It bypasses the outer ear, and you hear it directly in your cranium. You know, and you're not hearing somebody else's voice. You know, and again, it depends on the frequency. But you're hearing your own inner voice, but it's not really you. It's induced and transmitted into your mind. Right? So I do a lot of research, a lot of research. But then I start focusing more on the psychological part of it, because I didn't realize that the two go hand in hand. Okay? But now I know. Like I said, that's why when you research, you study, they can't fool you anymore. It's like, you know, religion. They lie to you about religion. They'll tell you this and that. But when you study it, you get to understand just how much you've been lied to. Right? So, seek knowledge, not ignorance, because it's the ignorance that keep us, you know, in a state of negative cycles that they've created. And this is why they don't want you to have knowledge. They say, well, they'll tell you everything you need is in this Bible. Really? Well, let me leave you with something. Yeah. Yeah, what? Yeah, they play in the song. He goes, what? The N-word. Anyway. In Corinthians, I forgot what verse it is, but Paul is writing to someone, and he's talking about, you know, I will see you when I make my way to Spain. Now, for those of you who don't know, you Bible thumpers out there, Paul died in 64, supposedly died in 64 AD, either 64 to 67, around that time, not AD. But yet he's talking about Spain. I want you to go Google when the country Spain was created. I mean, the country had a different name, but when they adopted the name Spain. So if you think this Bible is the Word of God, written by man, inspired by God, how is it that Paul, who died in 64 AD, mentions Spain in the Bible? Okay? Think about that. Ponder on that.